That's why I like Frieza's like design, because it's like, you know that he has like this immense power, but then it's condensed. But then Cell Max is just bombastic with it, and it's just boring.
Welcome to episode 44, the Amb Ant Podcast. I'm Anthony.
And I'm a tired Amber.
And today we are talking about Dragon Ball Super Hero, otherwise known as Dragon Ball Superhero.
Dragon Ball Super Hero. I don't know. Superhero. Intonation.
So I was close.
Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.
Very cool. So, what was this one about?
It's a very simple story. So let me think. How should I summarize it? There's Gamma 1 and 2 working under Hakase. What's his name again? Hide or something. What's the scientist's name?
The scientist's name
or
was...
Hedo or something.
Hedo, yeah.
Or Hedo, okay.
Dr. Jiro's
Hedo.
surviving grandson, Dr. Hedo.
Yes.
So
then Dr. Hedo is like trying to make... I'm bad at thinking about like Dragon Ball terms, especially in English, because I always like think about it in Chinese. Like I want to say like 人造人, like people made human, like not robots, but they're called androids?
Yeah, androids.
But yes, so Gamma 1 and 2 are androids, and they're kind of manipulated into thinking that Bulma is trying to take over the world. So then they fight. And then they realize they're wrong. So then there was Cell Max. It was bad. And
okay,
Justice won.
Right, so they had like the mini bosses of like Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. They had like then Supercell Max as like, I don't know, just the throwback kind of New Age Max. That was a little like New Age Cell. That was kind of a weird one, but you know, I'll take it.
I don't like New Cell. He's too barbaric, I would say.
Yeah, it's very barbaric. It's very like just straightforward, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I really like the new, I guess, like, I liked Orange Piccolo. There's obviously spoilers ahead, if you guys don't know. We're just going to be talking about the movie. I liked Orange Piccolo. I liked Ultimate Gohan. I liked,
Ultimate Gohan was really, I was going to say
so
hot, but I don't
good.
think that's the right word for it.
There's Beast Gohan at the end, right? But there's Ultimate Gohan, like, the form that he achieved during the Boo arc. And then, yeah, it's really cool. I liked how they introduced Pan as well. So Pan was originally part of, like, GT.
But then she's like a fucking, like, genius 3-year-old. What the heck is going on? She sounds like she's at least 8.
Yeah, it feels like, I mean, we can get into the power scaling, but, like, Goku is, like, you know, the grandpa, and then Gohan is his son, who has, like, more potential than Goku. And then there's Goten and Trunks, who have like can combine into Gotenks and become really strong. And then there's Pan, who's like
they were useless.
Yeah, and then Pan, who's like a super genius, who's like starting really, really young, starting her training, and then like she's gonna become, I don't know, the best or something. So we'll see what happens. But it just seems like the potential just gets stronger or something, even though the bloodline weakens. Right, as you go. So
yeah,
who knows? But yeah, I mean. Because Pan is only like 25% Saiyan, I think, right? Because Hercules, Videl, and Hercules' wife probably not a Saiyan. So Videl is 100% human. Gohan is half Saiyan, and Pan would be 25%.
Indeed, that is how genetics work.
So you know.
Yeah.
But she's like flying at the age of 3.
Again, I just don't like how she's 3 and she's written that way, because it just feels just so odd. But anyways, she was cute, so I will let it pass.
Yeah. The story starts out actually like their Hedo was just got released from like prison. They picked him up. They wanted to recruit him for their cause. They actually have a lot of they got some parts right in that like they're aliens. Like Bulma and her group are aliens.
Bulma's not alien.
No, their group has aliens, I guess, and then they got some parts right, like where they're like super powerful and stuff like that. They're like an organization technically, company, and then like Capsule Corp, and then they were like really strong. So then Dr. Hedo like poured all his energy into making the Gammas and Super Cell Max, Cell Max, right?
Yeah, there's no super. I just
There's
like
no
to use super.
Super Cell.
Super. But yeah, like, I mean, it's just, I want to say, like, this story is too simple for me, but at the same time, I feel like Dragon Ball in general is a very simple story, so it might just be, like, I grew older, and then I'm just like, I wanted something more complicated and, like, deeper, but then that wasn't that, which is fine.
Yeah. I don't think it was ever, like, super deep.
It was never, like...
Yeah,
I actually never, think but then...
it's a continuation of, like, what happened before. I think they just beat each other up and then, like, save each other and stuff like that. It's really cool.
I know, but, like, sometimes you just feel more emotional about it. And then, like, this time, I just don't feel like it, like, hit me that hard.
Right. Also try to keep in mind that, like, we watched the movie after an entire day of, like, stuff, right? We just, like, we went out.
But I was ready to cry. You don't know. I was ready to cry. I did not cry. And then I was like, oh, God damn it.
You're like, what is this? I was super dead. Like, by the time we got there. I was like, But still, it was fun. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. And also, I'm pleasantly surprised about, like, the 3D animation. Although, I feel like it could be more... I guess, like, visually, like, powerful, forceful if it were in 2D, but still, it's very impressive for, like, Japanese 3D animation to be, like, something different from how, like, American 3D animation looks like, and, like, it retains the Dragon Ball style, but also had a new, like, technology kind of thing. That's cool.
Yeah. It just, I like the 3D animation, actually. I feel like maybe this is like Dragon Ball in the future, so they might just do more of the 3D stuff. I think Super is like kind of slick as well with it. Let me check if there's any 3D animation in Super. I believe it's the 21st Dragon Ball film, the second Dragon Ball Super film. Wait, there's is this a second Dragon Ball Super film? I thought there were two already.
I wouldn't know. I have to, first of all, admit that I am an OG Dragon Ball fan. Like, I only do Dragon Ball and then Dragon Ball Z. I did not do anything past that. Did not do GT. Did not do Super.
They're actually just counting, so I think technically, Dragon Ball Super Broly is the first film of Dragon Ball Super. And then, technically, this would be the second film. Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So Broly, I don't know if I watched that one, but it also had a little bit of the 3D animations. I think, I definitely watched this.
Using 3D animation, like, in combination with 2D animation is, like, something they've always been doing since, like, I want to say the early 90s or the early 2000s. Because I remember, Spirited Away, they actually tried to do that, and it was only like a few seconds, but then I remember like seeing an interview talking about that. So then like this one is like completely in 3D, and then obviously I feel like we've seen like the Japanese anime industry trying different things, such as with Beastar. You know, that one's completely in 3D animation as well. And then it's kind of like cool to see that it has grown.
How did you feel about Beastars then, 3D animation?
We're talking, just about like in a technical sense, or
in a 3D animation sense, yeah.
I liked it, honestly. Like, even though it looked so different from the original manga, because the manga was drawn in a very loose style. that is almost like a rough draft kind of texture, and then like the 3D animation was like so sleek that it's like almost the complete opposite, but like I can't say I dislike that. It was
Right.
It did not look like Zootopia, and I enjoy them.
Zootopia was great though.
I hated Zootopia.
Okay, anyway, back to Dragon Ball. I actually did watch Super. I just remembered. I meant Broly. It's really good. I would recommend this new Dragon Ball. Like, they're just continuing the franchise. With, cause like, you go from Earth to then so you go from a continent, then you go to the entire planet, then you go to like multiple different planets, and now it's just universe battles, and then, the characters are kind of just expanding. You just get introduced to a lot of like aliens as well. So like Chilai is the girl alien, the girl green guy from previous episodes, and then you get introduced to the new Red Ribbon Army with that one. Like they all just look like. They look very cartoonish and very funny. Like, they're just not that serious as villains. But, I don't know. It just seems very heartwarming.
The bee, like, killed the, like, bad, like, mastermind person, and I was so scared. That was horrendous. Honestly, I was, like, part of me, I'm like, yes, Dragon Ball is for kids.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
But then, like, when I saw, like, the bee killing the person, like, with poison, and also just, like, Cell Max being so scary, I was like horrified.
Yeah,
it made me uncomfortable. But
Cell Max was crazy.
I don't know why I don't like him. Like, actually, I kind of feel like I know why. Like,
yeah, why?
Especially like I really liked Frieza. Like a lot of fans out there, he was
like
not,
when we watched Resurrection
like,
of Earth.
brutish, huh?
When we watched Resurrection of Earth.
Like that too, but like just the original Frieza, like he was just almost charismatic in a way, and then you know that he's super powerful without him being like, yeah, making like huge noises and like, you know, doing big things. Like he just like barely moves and then he can like make a planet just disappear kind of thing. And that's like a villain that I would really like enjoy watching. It's just like, oh my god, he's so cool and he's so powerful. But like seeing someone like Cell Max just kind of like be this, I don't know, ape-like alien that is just like going around like, I don't know, inflicting damage by tossing things heavily. And like I guess they did like have that like gigantic like black ball of like energy that was like, I guess, somewhat not just like, oh, pure physical force, but that just makes it feel cheap almost, and I don't like watching that. But
right,
maybe other people do.
I think part of the issue is also just like Frieza had at least like 100 episodes talking about Frieza, right? Just like everybody's hyping this guy up. They're going to Namek. They all hear about him, you know? And then at the end, you finally see, like, Frieza's just turning into different forms, like, beating all the Z fighters. Like, it just...
I just want to say, like, like, changing into different forms, I just feel like I love that, even though I feel like it's so stupid. It's just kind of power fantasy kind of thing, right? And then you start seeing him, like, you know, the last form is so sleek. And, like, so just, like human-like. It's not like a huge monster at all, and then it's just like, and you're scared because of like what
Frieza's final form. Like you just he goes from being kind of like, you can kind of see his like skin and like kind of, and then you just see more and more as he grows bigger and bigger. First form, second form, then third form, grows into like this big monster with horns. Then he just loses the horns. Evolves into like this tiny miniature, like, I like it when they like you condense the energy ball and then you just know it's like really strong.
Exactly. Like you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like Frieza's like design, because it's like, you know that he has like this immense power, but then it's condensed. But then Cell Max is just kind of like it is bombastic with it, and I don't like it's just boring to look at.
Right. So it's exactly that, where you know that he's kind of this big, huge creature. They kind of did the same thing with Broly. Like, Broly is huge, and then they just, I don't know, they just have him basically beat down on Goku and Vegeta in that one, in the previous movie. I don't know, do you know Broly?
No, I just know what he looks like.
Right, yeah, he's like the legendary Super Saiyan. He's like the Super Saiyan that they thought Goku was, or Vegeta was, like, back in the Frieza arc. Like, you know how, like, they thought that he was the Super Saiyan, right?
Yeah.
And then Broly's actually that Super Saiyan, but then, you know, like, he becomes, like, really, really strong and stuff. So it's really cool. But, yeah.
Yeah. I want to take back what I said about, like, I was, like, hoping it would be more complicated, because I do think, like, what I liked about Dragon Ball Z, even, like, back then, it's not really about the complicatedness, but it is about, like, what we said about just how it makes you feel like, oh god, it's gonna be so powerful, and then so it's cool. Like the stakes are getting higher and higher, and then, like, you know, even our heroes kind of like transform, and then you're just like, yo, we're gonna one up them again kind of thing, and then that just feels really nice. But then, like, for this, first of all, I feel like Cell Max was the same thing consistently, and then it was just they beat him and you just beat his head kind of thing. And then, like, it wasn't that hyped up, I want to say. And also, it's just, like, I guess, like, Gohan's, like, transformations were pretty cool. But other than that, I don't like Piccolo being orange.
Oh, you don't like orange? Okay, that's fair.
It's not about the color. It's about his jawline, you know? It became, like, square.
Okay, well... Okay, that's hilarious, by the way. But okay, but yeah, I mean, okay, I don't know. Like, let me see Orange Piccolo actually again. I didn't catch the jawline, but let me see.
No. You should look at the jaw.
Okay, it looks fine, no?
No, it does not look fine.
They just added, like, this little thing, right? That's it.
Yeah, they added the kind of thing, and I hate that.
He looks thick.
Oh. No. It reminds me of, like, seeing, was it Super Saiyan 3? And then, like, they had, like, the really prominent, like, brow bone, and I hated that.
But yeah, it's yeah, the brow bone as well. I see it.
Yeah, I just do not, I cannot do that. It looks too ugly. Like, no, please just look better and better. That's all I ask.
True. Yeah.
And then, like, I like how it's kind of like an echo of how Gohan, like, he needs to be pushed to, like, that limit of, like, anger for him to, you know, unleash his potential. It is so classic. And I feel like even though it's so cliche, it works. So that I like it.
They've always done it. So it's like,
exactly.
They were there in, like, so many years ago. I don't know, like 20 years ago, right? Like, even before.
I don't even know.
I remember, like,
it's 20 years ago. I think it's more.
More, right? Like,
I don't know.
30?
Wow. I don't think 30. But anyways, I don't know. But
when did... Anyway. Like, but yeah, I just remember, like, even original, like, when Goku was, like, fighting Raditz and Nappa, I just remember, like, he just gets so angry at, like, his friends getting hit, right? So, or like his family, or you know, whatever. He gets so mad.
He wants to protect.
Then, yeah, he gets so mad, and then he's like powers up into, like, Kaioken, boom, and then he's like beats down.
Yeah, and then you're just like, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. So that's what happened to Gohan right there, when he saw, like, Piccolo die, quote, like, I don't know, it's like get hit, right?
Yeah, that's annoying. But
yeah, he saw Piccolo, like, lose his arm and get hit, like, by lasers, and I'm like, wow, Beast Gohan, crazy, man.
Yeah, he is crazy. So and good. I kind of like it when he's, like, super confident that it's almost, like, to the point of arrogant, and I'm just like, he's so hot.
Okay.
And also, just Gohan's character is very hot in different reasons. Like, like, you know how he's like studious and like research and trying to do his whole like, you know, academia thing. Like, that's so good.
Yeah, like in the beginning when Piccolo was like knocking out his window, I was just like, and then Gohan was so excited. He was like trying to show him his research because like, wait, I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, I love that. And also just like, you know, with glasses and like messy hair, a little like scrawny, like, oh, I'm all about that. That's too good.
Those away his glasses. And then it just powers up.
He doesn't, yeah, but it's only when he becomes Super Saiyan that he can not use glasses. But you know, that's just like the contrast makes him very cute.
Yeah, it's so good, man. Orange Piccolo. I didn't know that they were going to do that for Piccolo.
That was funny.
So funny. It's so funny. Like, oh my god. Like, I remember... Like, I do remember when Piccolo becomes bigger. And I do remember also when Piccolo can, like, regenerate his, like, limbs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
They kept all the original stuff.
Yeah.
And then they just turned him orange.
Like
it's hilarious.
No, I don't like orange. I'm just like, I'm on board. And I was like, no, not the orange. No, it's not the color. It's not the color. It's the jaws. Oh, the bone structure just ruined him.
It's just so funny.
I was pissed. I am okay with him powering up, but I'm not okay with his jaw. That's all.
Oh my god.
Why can't he, like, grow another, like, I don't know, antenna or something? Why does... God, I don't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I do like how Dragon Ball Super was a lot about Piccolo and his journey to, like, try to save the world. He was like, oh my god, this is serious. I gotta contact Bulma. And then he's trying to use his phone. He's like, he doesn't even know how to use it. He just, like, tries to click one button. So, and then the little, like, plushies as well. So good.
But I kind of don't like how they're trying to make it super funny and then have Piccolo be this kind of like nanny kind of character.
Yeah, he's a nanny.
Feels classic, like Hollywood.
Marvel. Yeah, it's like Marvel. So.
It's not really Marvel. I was like thinking it's like a lot of like Hollywood comedy when like an agent also has to double as like a nanny kind of thing.
Here's the thing,
and
right?
then it's like, ugh.
Let's just think, right? What's happened recently? Spy Family.
Yeah. That I actually thought about that too.
Yeah.
We were talking about that, and then that's why I was like, oh god, why? Is it because we're at this age? All the anime fans are at this age?
Maybe actually.
That pisses me off, man.
It's that time of year, you know.
Yeah, no. I just want to keep with the like shonen spirit. Let's have.
And then you got.
I was gonna say let's have less children, but I feel like people are gonna attack me for saying that.
Oh my god.
Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, there's little Pan as well, like the cute little kid, and then Piccolo, like the gruff, like no nonsense mans. He's just like, you can tell he likes Pan.
Yeah, trying to take care of like the kid, and I just feel like that's a cliche that I don't like. I don't want to say it's bad, but it's just a cliche that I personally like do not enjoy. It's just, this man trying to figure out how to take care of this wild beast of a child, but she's so cute, and it's like, but she's really powerful as well, and I'm just like, am I watching The Incredibles with a baby? What is this?
Incredibles was really good though.
Moving on. But yeah. I just don't know about Dragon Ball after Dragon Ball Z.
You missed out.
No, I don't think so.
You watched some of Super
it's
though.
Just... Huh?
You watched some of Super though.
Yeah, I did. But
so
that's not voluntary. Like, personally, what I want to watch is just, original Dragon Ball with, like, the young Goku and just Dragon Ball Z. And then it ends with the Buu arc, yeah.
Yeah, man. I like more content. I like it continuing. It's the same guy drawing the stuff and designing the characters, though, right? Like
It's not the same guy.
Oh, right.
It's not
It's
Toriyama Akira. It changed.
Yeah, it's Akira Toriyama. I think he still has a hand in the work, though.
Character design, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
I think he does all that. Let me see here. Yeah, so he's involved still, but he might not be the drawer of the mangas anymore. You know there is a manga, right?
I know.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I know there's like a new person who draws Dragon Ball, and that pisses me off. Oh god, I feel like I sound like the people that I hate. Like, I hate it when like... No. You know, there are like bands, and then like, you know, maybe, for example, like Freddie Mercury died or something, and someone's like trying to sing as like, you know, the vocalist of Queen. Right. And then some fans just like go after the new person. It's like, oh, how could you? And then I hate people like that, and I sound like that because I'm just like, oh, it's not like Toriyama anymore. And then it's like, oh, the new guy, whatever he draws, it sucks. But yeah, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, it's it's not the original guy anymore. I think I'm trying to think like, wait, who took over? Let's see.
It should be fairly easy to find.
Oh, it's Toyotaro.
Because, like, I've seen...
Toyotaro. Yeah.
I've seen his drawings.
Right. So Toyotaro is doing the new Dragon Ball Super. Pretty cool.
No. Yeah, no.
It's alright.
But yeah, I mean, again, like...
Yeah. He's young. He's younger.
For sure.
Dude.
I just don't know how I feel about anime movies. A lot of, like, anime movies that are kind of, like, grown out from, like main anime series. Like, oh, God. It just feels irrelevant.
I mean, how do you feel about One Piece movies?
They feel irrelevant. Like, it's just not important to the actual story. Right. Especially One Piece. Like, the One Piece movies, it's not like... You know, Dragon Ball actually kind of, like, continues and whatnot. But, like, One Piece is almost like a separate timeline.
Yeah. Where do we watch Red, by the way? Can we do that? Can we actually just do that?
I don't think
Can we just get
can.
It released,
I don't
like,
think we can.
A couple weeks back. But,
Yeah, in Japan.
Yeah, can we just get Red
don't you
real quick?
know, like, for, like... Super, like, it released in April, and we just got to watch it now.
Alright. That's fair.
Yeah. Movies are always, like, a lot later.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It's... like, I want to watch Red just because I think it will look cool. Like, it's like, oh, wow, music. I like Ado, kind of. And then just cool animation and shit. I love Shanks. More Shanks, please. Anyways, because he's hot. But it's kind of like... Okay. Other than that, like, I know that I won't like the story. Because it doesn't matter.
Okay. Sorry.
I want to say I know that I'm very elitist in thinking this way. It's not fair to the work, but this is just my true thoughts.
True. So, what would you rate it?
You know, right after watching the movie, I gave it a 6.5, and now I'm changing it to a 7.
Right after watching it, I gave it a 10. It was very entertaining. I liked watching all the characters and such. Oh, I just knocked my mic. I liked watching all the old characters and such.
Yeah.
So, I give it a 10. My answer remains a 10. It was so good.
No, even you said, like, it's not really about, like, your personal enjoyment. It's... You think the quality is this high, right?
Yeah, I think it's very quality.
But then what about your personal enjoyment?
Like, at the time, when I was, like, really tired, I don't know, maybe like a 9.5, but it's still around there. I first remember I said 9.5, and then I upped it to a 10. It's around there. Because I just considered, like...
You're just biased.
I considered the quality and, like, DBZ and stuff. You always gotta consider the history. It's good.
Yeah, the history is cool. Like, I like the kind of flashbacks.
I like the flashbacks. Exactly. Yeah. They had all...
references to...
so good.
what was, like, originally already established.
Well, good. It just reminds you and stuff. I like the reminders. It's, it was amazing.
It was okay. I mean, still watch it. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, for sure, watch it.
Yeah, for sure do it. If you made it this far, remember to like, comment,
honestly,
and subscribe.
I just want to also just add on. Like, if you don't know about the lore, you can't really watch it. Because I feel like it's too many references. And then you would just, like, not know who's who.
Actually, I think you can. Because they explained, like, you don't have to necessarily know. They actually walked you through, like, what's happening and, like, what they're doing. They explained everything and then they did it. Like, it was like
Broly,
Marvel.
I was like, who is he?
Well, you don't have to know.
Also, it's like, if you don't know, like, where, like, Goku and Vegeta were, like, you know, if you don't know, like, Uesu, or is his name Uesu or something, and then Birasu, like, it's just like, what's going on? Why aren't they helping out? You know, like,
well,
if I didn't know, I feel like I would be confused.
Well, they explained that they were far away and that they couldn't get to them, right? It's all very basic.
Okay, you can watch it without knowing it, but then I do think that it will decrease your enjoyment because it's kind of like, and then you wouldn't also like feel the feel when it's like a reference to like something back then. And also I realized I didn't talk about Mamo, which is like, he's been my favorite. Mamo is the voice actor for Gamma 2, I believe.
Okay.
But anyways, Mamo is my favorite seiyuu. Like, he did Light Yagami, and also Kamiya, like, did the voice for Gamma 1, that, like, Levi Heicho.
Did the famous voice actors do something for you?
Yeah, for sure. Like, when they started talking, I was like, oh! And I was like, dude, do you hear? Do you hear? Because, like, Yagami, Lighto. They're just, like, their voices are so good. And then I didn't think that they would suit, because they usually voice act, like, cool people, that I almost, like, cool, like, handsome people, I almost felt like, oh my god, are they, like, not gonna be as, like, fitting for Dragon Ball? Because, like, you know, Dragon Ball has, like, the more kind of I want to say, like, oh, powerful, and also kind of just kind of funny kind of vibe. So then I was, like, worried, but then no, they sound great.
Right.
Okay, I'm ready to say goodbye. Sorry.
Okay, we got that in. Definitely watch it, and definitely subscribe if you made it this far, if you like more of this kind of content. Just chill, podcast review, talk about anime, and other things.
Well, mainly anime. We should try to cut down on the other things.
Yeah, we did some other things before, but, you know, just do anime. Yeah. We like anime here. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.